Thousands of cars drive the St. Andrews overpass every day. On Monday, Deputy James Forgione was one of those drivers, but after seeing a man by the railing, something told him to stop.
You're used to seeing somebody walk across a bridge or stopping for a moment and looking. You could clearly see with the way that he was leaning over and the way that he was holding on, he was contemplating a decision at that moment, and it just didn't look right.
Forgione's instinct was right. The man admitted he was about to jump. He agreed to step away from the railing and is alive today because someone intervened. Susan Harris with the Lexington County Community Health Center says the man's struggle isn't an uncommon one. According to the coroner's office, preliminary numbers show there were 57 suicides in the county in 2016 and 12 already this year.
It's very common in Lexington County, all through the state. We have many people with mental illnesses, with suicidal thoughts, and there has been an increase in suicide attempts in recent years.
Harris says signs of depression include changes in behavior like a loss of energy, appetite, isolation, and no longer being interested in normal activities. Her colleague Sarah Main says if you notice these changes in someone, it's time to do something.
Especially if somebody's getting to the point where they're having suicidal thoughts, before they get a plan, before it escalates to the point that they're in a crisis and the police are having to respond. It's much better to get treatment early on.
Main says depression is one of the more treatable diagnoses, so there is much hope. Forgione says the Sheriff's Department often responds to help suicidal subjects and wants anyone struggling to know that he and other deputies are just another resource available.
There's no problem that can't be solved, and it may seem like that at the moment, that okay, what's happening here is the end of the world, but if you're able to step back and get some help, you'll realize that, you know what, it was only bad for that moment.
If you know someone who may need treatment, call 1-800-273-TALK. For the Lexington County Sheriff's Department, I'm Colby Gallagher.